Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to SuperDot versus Batt once again. So much. Those two were quite the treat to watch. And Lichko also was so fun to watch, especially against Darkbot, right? You know, we saw just how strong he was when he was able to get his opponent off stage to start those continued edge guards. But Batt just had the read on Lichko's neutral, just did not let him play the way he wanted to play.
As you said, with the downers and forwarders came in so useful there against Lichko. Provided so much pressure off stage and was really hard to deal with, hard to avoid as Aetherless. And as you said, the bigger bodies just can't really find a way around it, and it didn't seem Lichko could either.
Yeah, I mean, only time will tell. Now, we do know that SuperDot managed to pick it up in the first time these two ran into each other. That being said, it was off of a stray, non-tippered reverse down air into tippered up strong at 100% in Game 5 on last stock, where both players could absolutely have died off of a single conversion.
And that could have changed. I mean, even the last game, if Dot was in there, that could have gone very differently. We could be seeing a different grand final, but we won't know. Because, well, that's not what happened, but all I know that is happening right now is we will be soon going to the grand finals of the Rivals Amateur Championship Series Season 2.
Oh my lord. All right, and here we go. SuperDot versus Batt, going to start it off where it all ended right beforehand. Here we are on Forest Floor. Both of these players, once again, just absolutely going ham, going toe-to-toe, and a down B, uncharacteristic whiff from SuperDot here.
I mean, speaking about uncharacteristic, especially because it's off the bat, immediate nair, plat boost nair to catch Espat out, and just again, these movement options, they haven't gone anywhere. They weren't left behind last set because they're still right here, right now.
Yeah, I just love SuperDot's movement. You know, there's so much of it, and it's used exactly when needed. It's not superfluous. And right now, in quite a bit of trouble, but able to get those chip hits in bit by bit. We know that Dot has an issue with sealing out the stocks at times.
I mean, we're already seeing towards the high percent here, but that might not be enough just yet for Dot. Still got another 60% or so to go on average that we have seen, but now currently so high up, not quite punishing the side B. And now we're, again, very even.
Oh, and right now you can see SuperDot just looking for it all, not quite able to get the dash up strong in time. So while this movement's really good, going to, with the side B, take stock number 1. Question is, oh, whoa, wait, hold on. That's Ghost Gloves first up for Batt here instead of going for something like the Dynamo Mail. No Fun Zone on board, going to be able to utilize that very effectively, but not going to be able to stop that F strong from coming for your face.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially, I think after last game, realizing how he can use the Ghost Gloves, and suddenly realizing I might need it for the range here, could potentially be why Espat hasn't gone for the usual Dynamo Mail first. I mean, it's working out quite well.
Oh my god!
And just like that, will carry Dot off stage, reading the drop down, carrying perfectly. What a beautiful reverse up B.
Yeah, and we were talking about these reversals in set number 1, right? Where SuperDot will drop once, and that will take it all the way to the bank. Right now, a single mix-up on the DI means that Batt is running away with this. 75% on last stock for Dot, and that's ready for it all, taking game 1 in dominating fashion.
Super strong there from Batt. Wow. Very different to what we saw last time. Same stage, but almost a different Batt. It might just be Dot's feeling a little bit colder now, especially, again, a player who relies so much on movement might need that little bit of warm-up that he just doesn't have right now.
Yeah, I mean, only time will tell, but right now, going over to Jules Vale as Dot is, you know, on the back foot, just trying to find some way how to get back into this game. Oh, and down air? Not quite going to be able to do it just yet.
Espat already putting so much pressure, and wow! That will take it! just a very, very straight F smash, not expected by Dot. Will take his first stock only at 40%. This is looking so dominant for Batt.
Yeah, I mean, right now it feels like Batt had decided to sacrifice Lichko to the gods of rivals in order to play this well, because, dear lord, Dot does not seem ready for the new and improved Batt.
I don't know what it is.
What a read!
What Batt figured out, whatever it was, coming out of last set, he was ready to put in some damage, but Dot immediately answering back, talking about, you know, how strong Batt has gone, but we can't forget Dot has so many tricks up his sleeve. You know, just a down air. Just a down air into down strong, we'll take it.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. But once again, the no fun zone coming on out, and once again, the ghost gloves coming out. I really love this adaptation from Batt. Batt's playing so differently than what we've seen before, but in the end, some of these conversions that are coming out are still the same old, right? You know, this is still the Batt that we know and love, just with a few adjustments that seem to be exactly what's needed into Dot here.
I mean, it reminds me of that one scene from Transformers, if you've seen it. You know, when Optimus gets the whole power-up, it's kind of like that, just a few new tools to his arsenal. That's all you need. True.
Right, sometimes, you know, you don't need too much to change, you just need just enough. Because right now, Batt in a great position. Oh, back air tipper doesn't lead into the Dacus, as SuperDot just doesn't quite seem ready with the kill confirms. Really strong in the neutral, though.
Oh, very much so. That will quickly be the purple, though, with the down smash. Instead of the fiery pits of hell, drag him all the way up to the top.
Oh,
not quite an SD. That's what it was looking like for a second, but Batt recovers just fine. Dot too busy getting back himself to create a punish of it.
And right now, Batt in a solid position, going to be able to get as much extra credit as possible, but the dash attack Dacus coming out from Dot to even it all back up. Still no Dynamo Mail on board for Batt here.
Batt just seems to be very comfortable without it, doesn't seem to need it. Already still has an advantage going. Dot immediately getting the reversal though, putting Batt off stage. That will already put it back straight to even. Exact same percentage right now, just off one reversal.
And beautiful double tipper on that Nair here, as SuperDot's just looking for some way how to take it all. Just double jumping over the Shovel Knight, not opting to look to trade, not opting to look to fight. Just right now needs some kind of opening. You see those dash dances come in. You see those wave dashes come in. You see that DI as SuperDot's gonna survive for just a little bit longer.
Very nice parry though on the back air.
Enough. Yeah, that right now you can see Batt coming in hot from losers finals, just absolutely going to town.
Very comfortable right now. Dot's very much in the back leg here. Dot still has the safety net of the reset, but will Batt actually take it to that though? That's the question. Dot still has his own little working room here. Will he be able to take the next game and then create momentum off of that? Because sometimes that's all you need, that awareness of the safety net will give you enough confidence. After games like that, that seemed very daunting, you can realize, you know, I've still got a few games to figure out what's going on.
And right now, we're just running through a lot of the stages that we saw in set number 1, as SuperDot taking Batt all the way to Tower of Heaven. You know, one of those stages that really ended up going in Batt's favor ultimately, but still a very strong pick for SuperDot.
Very much so. I mean, at the start of that game, we saw how strong SuperDot can be on this stage. But of course, Batt, just being aware of all the little nitpicky options now.
Oh my lord!
Dot right to the bottom, and a reverse RB will take the first stock only at 21%.
And right now, Batt in a lot of trouble. Not trouble, but what I mean to say is SuperDot in a lot of trouble here. Looking for the drop zone dare, not gonna get it. Unfortunate SD, but when you have 46% of extra credit, it's honestly not the worst thing known to mankind.
Well, I mean, we've seen much worse throughout these competitions, and Dot has been able to pull it back before. I have no doubt to be able to do it again, but a nice parry from SBAT will interrupt that little charge that Dot's been having. Nearly evened it up, but not quite enough.
But the fact that Batt's continually going for these Ghost Gloves, but SuperDot is always ready with these no fun zones is actually incredible to me. Like that counterplay came out immediately. Like game 1, we saw these Ghost Gloves come out, and game 1 is when we already saw from SuperDot exactly the changes necessary.
Exactly. I mean, with the no fun zone, it seems to be almost off of a reaction, just that awareness that, hey, you know, the Shovel Knight's hitting back. I know what's coming. And then Dot just immediately taking a thing, but no! The return SD. Very, very delayed homie stock there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. But either way, Dot right now going to hold on to the stock for as long as possible. The down air chains coming out from Batt here, though, is very big concern. That now has enough for Dynamo Mail. The late game Shovel Knight could finally become a reality.
Absolutely, and I mean, I find it very interesting as well with Batt, a person who's so accustomed to having the Dynamo Mail to not have it this late in the game, but still change your combo route in such a way that it customs against it, even this late. Just that great awareness.
And right now, up tilt going to look to seal out this stock here, and there it is, the Dynamo Mail, as Batt right now has finally hit the late game Shovel Knight fantasy that we've all been waiting for.
But now both players over 100%. This is incredibly close right now. Either one could take it, and this could continue this stock, or this set, sorry, even further. Or it could be right now Batt's game to take to the reset.
Yeah, I mean, right now, that's strong, going to be able to do it. All right, and SuperDot not going quietly into the night, going to be able to take a game here. Might be looking to deny the reset already.
Dot looking so strong here, but here we go. Next game, Spirit Tree, which I think we did see this last set, man.
Yeah, we did see this last set. You know, it was a counter pick from Batt specifically, even though it's one of Claren's best stages, but Batt is so comfortable on this stage.
Yeah, definitely proving last time, because I do believe Batt did win that game. Batt has his own few tricks, like, you know, carrying up to the top. We haven't seen much up air kills, but it's more towards the side blasters that we start to see his abilities on this stage shine, just using those side platforms to get that extra bit of range needed to carry that bit further, and then just proving so detrimental to your stock.
And right now, Batt able to run away with this percent lead. Just gonna try to control as much as possible here.
Absolutely. Dot currently so far off stage. Batt trying to get more pressure again with the forward smash we've been seeing so often. But Dot just being aware of that, countering it. And now Batt, again, we're seeing very even, both over 100%. Same stock.
Bear not quite gonna tip her, as Batt's just struggling to find the stock. Forge Strong going to be able to do it. And here we are back with the Dynamo Mail start. Welcome back, Batt, to Earth.
Really nearly be taken to space. We would have seen our first Shovel Knight space program, but Dot unable to get it just yet. 146% at any stray smash attack now will be enough to send Batt flying with Blossom.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Batt's returned back to Earth with the Dynamo Mail opportunities here, and looking to send Dot into space, where Dot just continues to send Batt. Right, you know, a lot of these kills from the Claren have been off of the top, whether it be through the F strong, whether it be through an up strong, right? A lot of Dot's kills have always been off the top.
Yeah, I mean, just besides that, just well, Batt's kills right there, straight off the side. We're seeing enough action for both blast zones to keep everybody happy here.
Yeah, I mean, the left blast zone in particular for Batt, pretty happy about that one, but just gonna sneak the grab in too, as Dot just continues to show us something new every single match.
I mean, especially with movement like that, you always have new options up your sleeve, and just recognizing when it's move is good shows great compatibility with character, also great awareness of your opponent that we keep seeing from Dot here. Not able to get out a few of the moves he necessarily needs to counter, but Dot still, in some moments in neutral, really lets his creativity and dominance shine.
Up air, not quite gonna go for it. I mean, the tippered up tilt over the non-tippered up tilt is actually so rough to get, because you want the non-tippered in order to get, you know, the non-tipper into imagination combos. But right now, Dot just trying to find some way how to put Batt in a rough position, but dare Forward Strong going to take the set and reset. Here we come, true finals.
The final set that we can possibly have of this tournament. Batt looking so strong. Dot might be able to pull it back. It's still a whole nother set to work with, but now there's an ever-increasing amount of pressure for both players. This is it. This is the end of your amateur series for Season 2. Of course, we're going to come back. We're going to see some guys, but these guys, we can't. This is it. This is their final chance to prove themselves as the best of the bunch this year.
Yeah, I mean, and only time will tell how exactly this goes, right? And what better way to end it than with the Jules Veil start yet again.
Proving so good from both players. I mean, this entire tournament, throughout all of Amateur Series, it just seems fitting to have this again for our final set.
Yeah, and oh no, double jump from Dot here. This could be really big. Gonna be able to get those resources back as Batt and Dot once again just going toe-to-toe with one another. No resources, Dot is dead.
Oh, Dot not able to make it back. 24% on the first game. That's not what you want to see. Batt immediately taking full advantage of that, being aware that this, this is his time to take credit. No debit for him. Just keeping pushing that advantage. 45% now. Dot's far off stage, not quite getting the reverse up B, but Dot is in so much trouble right now.
Yeah, and look at how much gold Batt has right now. Right, you know, that's 2,400. That's almost enough to get a full build straight up. But right now, Batt's just opting to continue this pressure, to continue this onslaught of hitboxes. And Dot right now needs to find some way how to break this momentum from Batt, who not only slew Lichko, slew Dot in the first set of Grands up air, going to be able to take that stop.
Very nice, finally catching that up air that Dot has had the opportunity to, but not quite the tipper. Finally catching it, and that will be the stock that Dot really needs right now. In such a deficit, 160% now to Batt's 40. Dot continually putting in the pressure as well. He's not done yet. He's got still fight left in him as he's pushing Batt up now to 60 off stage. And catching him very nicely done with the F tilt. And all of a sudden, Batt's actually now in a strong position with the down strong.
And now we're seeing Batt continue to revert to his old habits, right? You know, this time, not even going to opt for the Ghost Gloves after getting that kill. Just 1,900 gold, it doesn't matter. Batt's just going to continue to rack up as much damage as possible. Beautiful parry, up strong, coming out from Dot after that grab.
Very nicely done. That's where we see a lot of Dots as well, like his finesse shine. Once you're getting grabbed, you know it's going to be a light show. Both from Dot himself, but from the comments, because everyone's going to say that was fire.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Dot in a rough position here. Beautiful parry coming out from Batt. Oh, but the grab turnaround from Dot, just hitting that back off stage.
Oh, this is looking very close. Not quite.
Ryan Batt just standing in the perfect position here. The Forward Strong gonna be able to take game one.
That will take it. Wow. The Forward Strong is all Batt needs to close out the first game of the last set.
All right, and now Dot has the pressure mounting, going to bring Batt to Merchant Port, which we saw Dot use so unbelievably beautifully last time around.
Oh, absolutely. Just so much movement options for Dot here. And it's not as much for Batt. It seems to be a bit more of a struggle. Unless you're at the bottom with the side B, can become quite useful. Dot just seems to have the prowess everywhere else, though.
And right now, oh, no double jump, no stock. And Dot going down early on yet again. Batt has been absolutely wreaking havoc early on in these games.
Definitely no signs of slowing down here. Dot, I mean, still being a speedy demon, but Batt just keeping in that one position. That's all he needs to do, knowing where he needs to be. And just stuff like that, just unexpected little things that catch Dot out will be enough to take the stock. Unfortunate tech in very nicely read from Batt, holding just that F smash. Now Batt,
All right.
very high up.
And right now, you can see Batt just continuing with the Shovel Knight movement. No resources available, though. He's going to sneak right back onto stage. Not going to get caught by the tipper on that side because Dot, once again, struggling to find some sort of kill. Dak is not going to do it.
Oh, just the side B straight into the forward smash. Good catch, DI. But unfortunately, Batt actually is now the one on the back foot. 177%. Dot needs to make up this stock very, very, very soon if he wants to be in this.
Yeah, but you can see that desperation, and Batt can see it too. You can see that he's just waiting for Dot to go in, to approach, and Batt right now is just not looking to overcommit to any option. Forward strong, sending Dot off stage, down air. What a commitment. Right as I was talking about how he wasn't committing, but right now, this Shovel Knight incredibly terrifying, almost at late game build.
Yeah, I mean, that will be enough, giving him enough time. Batt now on 3 stocks, takes the stock quickly, but now still a stock up and has already bought enough. He doesn't need to go collect the money because he has all he needs. He's got the Ghost Gloves, he's got the Dynamo Mail that we repeatedly see. And this is where it actually puts a lot more pressure on Dot, because all of a sudden, his carry stage becomes a lot more powerful.
Yeah, and right now, with that jab sending Dot off stage yet again, as Batt just chasing after Dot here, as Dot just trying to find a way how to seal out this stock. Dynamo Mail on board.
Not quite being able to find it just yet. Dynamo Mail could be something, but there we go. We see the side B again. Dot expecting Batt to run him, but Batt just patiently waiting, being aware of what he needs to do to take this. But a very, very nice chain. Dacus will be enough to take Batt's second stock. And now Dot nearly 100% deficit, and Batt just waiting.
Yeah, and right now, Dot just needs to find some kind of opening. That Nair 6 is going to be perfect for exactly what Dot needs to do, which is deal as much damage as possible. Break Batt's momentum. Whether or not you lose this game isn't the important part. The important part is whether or not you can break Batt's momentum. Because coming in from losers finals had so much power. And Dot's just slowing it down, holding on as long as possible. And the F strong from Batt going to bring Batt to set point.
Here we are. We are potentially seeing the last game of the tournament. Batt just proving so strong. Dot not quite able to find the openings he needs. Simply just because the changes that Batt has made, the adaptations, just that patience. Especially when you're under pressure, it can be very, very hard to try and counter something like that. We're pretty much seeing an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object.
And one thing to note, right? That is being brought back to Jules Vale. We have seen this stage 3 times now in this grand finals so far. And we started here. We might end up ending here. Who knows? Either way, here we are. Game number 3, SuperDot's last stand.
What a poetic finish it could be, but I do believe Dot isn't willing to let it go here. He's ready to start bringing it back.
Oh,
but unfortunately,
my
the
God.
DI. I do believe we are starting to see a little bit of nerves coming. Currently, it's in such a deficit. Batt pushed so far off stage, though. Dot, 50%. Not quite able to find the side Bs, proving such a menace.
Yeah, and that movement from Dot, a lot of it's getting covered by Batt, going for these overshoot aerials, but up strong. Put Batt in a rough position here. Dot just needs to cover every one of these Shovel Knight options, but Shovel Knight has so many recovery options, and Batt seems to be more than happy to show us all of them.
Unfortunately, Dot won't be able to make it back again. This is looking so dominant. Within the first minute, Dot's already down 2 stocks. Batt potentially just trying to show, this is the final game. This is, how dominant I truly can be, creating his own telltale as the one to truly dominate this Ami season.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it seems like Batt just remembers every single option that Dot has brought out before. Oh, they're not quite going to do it just yet.
Very nicely done from
28%
Dot.
on the Shovel Knight.
So
But
incredibly close.
78 already on the potential tournament stock for Dot.
We're seeing a very different thing here, but the reverse up B is what will take it!
And the sweep will not be denied. Batt with a 3-0 in true finals takes first place for ROACS Season 2.
What a showing there from Batt. What a dominant last game. Just taking advantage, and we saw it very differently. He took on the front foot this game. Just kept pushing his advantage towards Dot. So much pressure being applied, especially when you're struggling to find an opening. It's even harder when the opening is being pushed further and further away from you.
And, you know, Dot honestly put up such a good fight. You know, that first set, you know, we could see it going back and forth. In winners finals, it was absolutely insane, and both of these players played to the best of their abilities, and you just love to see that. And one thing you also love to see, right, is just how much, you know, love and dedication that, you know, these players put into the game, and that other players like put into this scene, right? You know, for example, Rendered Spy for hosting this whole thing, Frost and Pyro for casting alongside me here. I just love the whole energy of this event, and thank you everyone for tuning in.
Of course, don't forget to thank Ante as well, coming along very late night for you tonight. Currently in NA as well. You know, it's not exactly early in the morning or a good time in the day to be commentating, so coming along.
I've got coaching afterwards, no worries.
Yeah, well, it's super appreciated from everyone, and thank you very much. And another massive thank you to Rendered Spy. Some of you might not know the amount of work that goes into this, amount of stress as well. Organization super well done, especially along with Year 12. You know, it's a super commendable effort to keep the community going, keep our amateurs on screen. And, you know, massive thank you to him as well. And another huge congratulations to SBAT for taking the series.
Yeah, but, you know, we've had a lot of fun tonight, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun in future tournaments. You know, if you are able to, we do have, you know, like an NA Ironman tomorrow, crew battle, if you're interested in watching that. But we got tons and tons of rivals in the future. Just keep on tuning in to Rendered Spy streams. It's all a good time. In the meantime, I've been Anti, and this has been Frost and Pyro. And thank you all for tuning in.
This has been your Rivals of Amateur Championship Series Season 2.